2:58 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to join. I did say I'd be on here at 3 o'clock. Let me turn down my music a little bit. And welcome everybody. So today I am going to pull cards depending on who you are when you get on here. I will ask you what kind of deck you'd like. If this is your first time, I'll choose for you. I don't read health questions, and the disclaimer is this is for entertainment. But dear ascendants, if you're an ascendant on this planet, you know you're an ascendant. We all will ascend. So let's keep the vibration high. Let's have fun. If you have any questions for me, I'm willing to answer those as well. And let's go ahead and see who signs on. I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to try to go live every day, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'll make these videos, these live videos. If not even one person signs up, I'm still going to say, look, here I am. I'm showing up. I'm going to keep posting. And then y'all will get, hopefully YouTube will put me through the algorithm and you guys will see me. And then you can sign on with me. I'm going to do this daily. So not only will you get my daily tarot message, you also get a daily live with me. Now, the time will differ. I'm going to try 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and then I'll try the 10 p.m. at night. And whichever one is, getting the most views, or you can, come on my page and say, hey, this time works well for me or whatever. I mean, there's 1,000 of you that are subscribed here. So I want to be able to reach all of you. If you don't catch this live, just know, like I said, it will be a daily process. You can catch me again at another date. So with that being said, I'm going to sit here for a minute and see how many people view or sign up. Join, not sign up. Join the live. It's free to join a live, you guys. I posted some content earlier about keeping your vibration extremely high right now during these the end of Scorpio season, coming up on the new moon in Gemini. Full moon in Gemini. The twin, right? Twins are fun, and the Gemini energy is fun and exciting. But because they're twins share the same heart space. They think alike, they act alike. So what I want to convey to the masses today is to keep that balanced energy within you. Search for it. Go a little bit deeper. Dive deeper into the essence of who you are to keep fairness and equality amongst every situation that arises this week. And what arises, cover it with love, you guys. Because without that energy of love coming from your high frequency, then what happens is we kind of blanket the vibration and hold it down. And what we want to do is uncover, right? And we want the vibration to breathe, to reach those that are hurting on the planet. Oh, so much going on, you guys. I mean, honestly, I catch bits and pieces. I don't like to watch the news. It's good to be aware of what's going on, but I don't like to give my energy too much to something that I know is going to upset me. So I'd rather take a step back and pause and pray for those that I know are hurting everywhere in the world. And like I said, it's not just humanity, it's plant life, animal life, mineral life, our water supply. It's a lot. And these energies, this Scorpio season is like no other, though we have been through this before. If you watch, I was listening to David Palmer, and I'm going to get it right this time, the Leo King, right? He spoke about, we did go through this once before in 91. So think back to where you were in 1991. And you might have been a child, but if you're my age, I'm in my 50s, you would go back and say, hey, man, I remember that year. That was a really fucking hard year. It was for me. I could tell you right now, it was really hard. And I was a ripe 21 years old. And I remember it so clearly, and I remember everything I went through, the challenges, the lessons. And now you're taking all that energy of the past, what you learned, what you integrated, and you're going to take it to now, 2023, coming into 2024, the year of the dragon, and push that energy forward. You guys, this is some really good stuff coming in. If you're brand new to me, my name is Angel. I'm a metaphysical practitioner, healer, and I do read cards. I'm clairvoyant. So, sometimes it's just a channeled message. The cards work as, confirmation pretty much to what we're saying. But I love what I do. I've been practicing since I was awake. I woke up in 1998. So I've been doing this for a while. Haven't always been consistent because those were my life lessons in my journey. Now I have the time, the energy to give to the masses at a time of such great need. And so here I am giving of myself to humanity because that is why I'm here. I also learn, grow, and heal from sharing my experience with all of you. So before y'all get on here, what else do I want to say? I was prompted earlier in the week on my TikTok to share about how I became and how I started to do all of this work. When I was younger, I went through a very difficult time. I was 27 years old, 26, 27, and quite despaired, honestly. And I used to visit this little metaphysical shop. I didn't even know what metaphysical was. All I knew was like a little crystal store. Matter of fact, I was so young in my journey that I would walk in and I said, "Oh, that's a pretty rock." And the woman would say, "That's not a rock, that's a crystal." She owned the store. And I'll be, "Oh, excuse me, what the hell's a crystal?" You know? I swear to God, you guys. And I remember even on her bookshelf, the energy was so long ago that she had You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hayes in like this pre-printed paperback, like one of the first editions of Louise Hayes' book. Yeah, insane. But I remember seeing that there on her bookshelf of books. I'm thinking, what are these books? You know, they're all so weird. But what I was getting to was, you know, I would go in there and she would say, like, "Have a seat." Okay, I would sit. She'd say, "Take off your shoes." I take off my shoes. And she'd bring me this gigantic piece of selenite. And she would say, "Put your feet on here." Okay, now sit. And then she'd go in the room and shut the door because she had a client. And she'd go in there and shut the door. I had no idea what she was doing back there. I thought, you know, she was a massage therapist or something. Anyway, so I'd sit for like that hour with my feet. And I'd get antsy, you know, want to get up. I'm like, what the hell, you know? I didn't realize I was clearing energy back then. She was very smart, very wise how she taught me. So I come back another time, and I would visit quite frequently. She lived actually, the store was around the corner from my apartment at the beach. And I would go in, and next time she's lighting some nag champa, you know, the incense stick. And I sit there, and she goes, "Here, hold this." I said, "Okay." She goes, "Now have a seat." I said, "What the fuck?" I have a seat again, holding this incense in my hand. And I was like, but I remember thinking, gosh, the fragrance is just so beautiful, you know, and it felt so good. So I held it, you know, and the little ashes would start to fall, and I'd be like, should I catch these or do I let them go on the floor, you know? But I did. I sat there as she was in with client again. She doesn't really say much to me this entire time, you guys. This story gets better, so stay with me. And I go back again. Here's another example. And we're talking. And I explained to her my situation. And she saw that I was really sad. You know, back then I was just, my hair was dark. I was in a bad negative space. Just not feeling like myself. And she says, "I want you to come see me." I said, "What do you mean come see you? I see you every day." And she's like, "No, come see me. And before you go see a counselor or anybody else that's going to prescribe you medications, I want you to come see me." So I said, "Okay." I said, "But I don't have the money for this, you know?" And I didn't. I was a waitress back then making like $2 an hour, and it was wintertime at the beach, which back in the day, if it's wintertime, you ain't getting no money because nobody was out. So she says, "No, I'm not going to charge you. I want you to come every Monday to see me." So first time I went, she said, "Take off your shoes and get up on the table." It's really pretty in there. She had this big tapestry of Archangel Michael in the room and a candle lit. And I said, "Okay." And she goes, "Lay on your back and close your eyes." And I did. And I started to see all these swirling colors. Now, I will say when I was younger, I did some, you know, that nice sunshine stuff that you put on your tongue, you know what I'm talking about? I can't really say online. And I told her, I was like, "Man, I see all these bright colors and they're just swirling around." And she's like, "Oh, you're more open than I thought." She goes, "I know you were." And I was like, "What are you talking about, open?" So she continued to work on me, and she got to the heart chakra, and I cried a little bit, you know. And I would go through these sessions with her, and she told me when we were done, she's like, "Now you're gonna release. You're gonna release." And I was like, "Oh, okay, what does that mean?" I didn't even know what these words meant, you guys. I seriously was that naive. Went home, and she sent me home with a big sage stick. And she's like, now I want you to light this. And my dumb ass lit the whole thing on fire because I did not know that you could just light it and smudge. And, you know, I didn't have any smudging experience, didn't know what it was. I just knew she said to light it. So my whole house was filled with smoke. And a few hours later, I'm sobbing uncontrollably, like uncontrollably. And I call her in her office, sobbing. And she said, Angel, I told you you were going to release. That's how you release all of that negativity that you've stored and all the trauma you've stored all these years. And I'm like, I didn't even understand it. I just was like, okay, whatever. I was really contemplating whether or not I was going to go back at this point. But I did. I went back again and again and again. Towards my last visit, I remember saying to her, you know, am I going to own my own business one day? And she said, oh, absolutely. And I said, what am I going to do? She said, you're going to do this. And I was like, how am I going to do this? I have no training. No, I don't even know what this is. You know, I just knew it was healing work. And didn't even really contemplate that level of it back then. So we go back out into the front room and we're talking, and she has this magazine. So back then it was magazines. I don't even know if they sell magazines anymore. And there was this little tiny ad. And when I say tiny, like a little like 2x2 for the University of Metaphysics, she cut it out for me and she handed it to me. And she said, I want you to do this. It's going to help you, she said. So I go home and I call the number and I speak to Michelle in the office at the University of Sedona. This is before they were in Sedona. They were actually in LA. And she was so happy and delighted that I called. But then when she told me how much the school was, I was like, great, now I have to come up with the price. Like, how am I gonna come up with this money? It was like $4,000 back then. Here's Angel, right? Being my bright light self, working in a bar, bartending, telling my people, look here, I want to open this center up, and I want to do yoga and Reiki healing and give readings and all this stuff. And I need money to go to school so that I can advance, learn, and give back. And boy, did they laugh at me. Do you know what they told me back then? Okay, listen up now, because now we're hitting like 99 a year, 98, 99, 2000. Nobody does yoga. Nobody does yoga. There's a fucking yoga center on every corner now. Are you kidding me? But they laughed at me. But you know what? Spirit provided. I really wanted it. And I finished the course and I got my bachelor's and I did open a few small shops, but I was still working on me the entire time. And for years I was like, well, okay, Spirit, now that I've done the hands-on work, the hands-on healing work, and it's only recently that I started doing, you know, this type of work where I reach out online and doing cards. I think it's the pandemic really changed things for me. And I learned that I could use my voice in a good way to help others. But where was I going with this, you guys? I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So I was talking about opening shop, and that was also supported. But here it is. Like at one point, I had somebody say, here's some money for you. And you know who you are if you're watching me. I know you do, because this is a very good friend of mine. They said, here's some money, find you a spot, blah, 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 and I'm going to pay the rent on it. And here's some money to even get the supplies you need to open your business. Go get your business license, go buy, you know, you need a copy machine, whatever it is that you need. But I didn't know anything about business. What I should have did was say, okay, I'm going to take this money, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to learn business first, and then I'm going to open my business. But it was all a lesson, and I got to meet a lot of wonderful people through the years that their lives were blessed because I was in that space, and Spirit was there supporting that energy 100% of the way. I do miss having my own space, but at the same token, I will also work with the energy that is available, which is now online, where I could actually reach people all over the world, which is really neat, instead of just right in my immediate community. And who knows, maybe later after my channel grows and whatnot, and I have more finances, I can expand to a physical brick and mortar again where we can do meditation classes and teach people how to tap in and heal their lives, right? Whew. So that is the story of my healing journey and how I came about as a metaphysical practitioner healer on this planet. Now, as far as ascension goes, boy, I've been riding that wave forever. And the first part was the symptoms. Oh, God. Ascension symptoms. You may be feeling them now, especially if you're brand new and you just woke up. Remember, like in The Matrix, when he was like, oh, why do my eyes hurt so bad? Morpheus is like, well, that's because you're finally starting to see. Well, shit, I used to have such pounding migraines. I used to be like, oh my God, my head hurts so bad. My body hurts. I have aches. It feels like I had the flu every day. What I didn't realize was that was resistance to waking up. That was the resistance to letting go of everything that I ever thought to be true and finding that inner truth of spirit within. Tough, you guys. It was really tough. And there's still ascension symptoms happening. But you get through it. You get through it. That's all I'm going to say is you get through it. And it's all lesson. And it's a wonderful experience. What else? I don't remember what else I was going to say. It was pretty much, that was it. Was pretty much getting on here and sharing with you about how I started this journey and where I came from. And I really do wish, like, the ones that know me, the ones that have worked with me over the years, have seen me, you know, through all my personal life stuff and my business stuff, they know. They said, oh gosh, you know, I've seen angels. I've seen her rise and fall more times than I can count. But guess what? I keep fucking rising. And that's all that matters. It's like, you know, you could just keep going. And if I allowed the negative energy of every time that I fell and scraped my knee and cried to affect me, I wouldn't be here today doing what I do, which is delivering these messages, you know. And one of the other things I will share with you is I remember, let's see, I think it was 2015 or so. I even had an opportunity to take an astrology course. You guys, I'm laughing right now because I can hear it in my head. You know, why don't you take an astrology course? I'll pay for it. And I didn't, because I was like, hell no, I ain't gonna read all those charts. You see all those lines and numbers and symbols? I'll never get it. Here I am now. I love astrology. I love the stars. I love to navigate things that have permanently been there for centuries and eons upon eons. You know, that to me is like, okay, well, there's a reason why that's in place. Nothing's in place by accident. And I think we tend to forget that. So people are so quick to dismiss astrology, like, oh, that's voodoo. No, it's not. Okay, astrology has been around for eons. Okay, the stars have been there forever and a day. And I think it's just lack of compassion and understanding and ignorance that makes people say those things. I used to really be affected by that energy. And now I'm just like, okay, spirit, wherever it is that I'm to be. My hearts of hearts, even though I have family here and my gorgeous, beautiful grandbaby, I want to still take this energy out west. I want to be in that Red Rock area near Flagstaff where I have change of season and go into Sedona and do my work and be with my tribe and my family. Sedona is very near and dear to my heart, and also, you know, there's just something there. I keep going back. So I feel like if I keep going back, there's a reason for it. Some people say, well, Sedona's a good place to visit. Yeah, it is. But if you have the financial means to be there and to do your work there, then I say, go for it. Wherever God places you, you know. Do I need to be in a certain place to do this work? No, I just need to keep my energy really high. Sedona helps. Any type of elevation helps for me. I think it's because I'm a pure kitty cat. Like, I am seriously a primo Leo. I'm that 725. And I was born the day without time. Y'all are going to get a lot of information about me. That's on the Mayan calendar, you know. But special day. It really is. And that whole time era is special for me. Anything that has to do with the Mayans is special as well. And I'm very attracted to that energy. I had the awesome opportunity to go to the Yucatan and sit with the pyramids It's another thing that I called forward through manifestation. And if you don't know how to manifest, I can teach you how. Okay, 4 of Wands, stability. You guys, look, this energy came out earlier today in my daily, or was it during my live? Either one of those, the 4 of Wands came out. You know, happy home, happy life, you know, stable foundation, 1111, opening up spiritually, high vibration. I love this. As you can see, like they're goofing off, they're having fun, right? They're having fun. And when I think about wands, I think about fire and passion. What sets your soul on fire? You know, they always say love sets your soul on fire. Sure, it does. But the things you're passionate about set your soul on fire as well. You know, I'm passionate about doing this work. I'm passionate about how I choose to share my energy with people. And I always say, nobody ever comes to me by accident. So I'm not the type of reader where, you know, I went on, and I don't want to sound judgmental, but it's going to sound judgmental. I went on the other social media, and I saw some readers. They were really comical, you guys. They were just all made up like it was Halloween. Here comes throat chakra. And I was like, what the fuck, you know? I was like, really? I was like, that's not what being a metaphysician is all about. You know, it's about helping the planet heal. It's about raising that frequency and that vibration. It's about being there collectively, one for another. It was really self-seeking, comical. And there were so many people tuning into those people that I was like, wow, you know. So in every aspect of something, there's a duality. You're going to have good and bad everywhere. I don't want to say good and bad, but you're going to have like one type of something versus another type, like food. You know, you're going to have somebody that likes a T-bone and somebody who likes a ribeye, right? It's just how it is. And in this type of work where you're reading cards or you're there for the collective, you're going to have certain readers who are authentically raw. And then you're going to have the ones that are there just to read the cards, show up, have fun or whatever. And they don't really give a shit whether you heal your life or not. And I really care if you're doing your work. I really care. Somebody cared for me and I just want to give that back. You know, they took the time to care for me. There has been many of times where I gave my work away when I was younger. Shit, I think I gave away a whole shop once. I was like, here, just take it. I'm done with it. I don't want nothing else to do with it. Nothing's working right because I was unable to do my own self-work. It's true. Like, I fucking gave it away. Gave away everything. All my product, everything. So, you know, that's what I call unhealed. Now it's not like that. Today, it's a gift because I want you to get to know me. And that's why I said, if you join my live today, then I'm going to pull cards with you. And is my gift to the masses. But nobody has joined my live yet, as far as I know. And we are like 23 minutes in. I'm going to stay on. Try to find something else to talk about so you know that I'm here doing the work. I thought that sharing my story would be a great way to go. Because to me, that woman who I call my mentor one day, shortly after she gave me that little magazine cutout, I went in there and she was packing up shop, moving her family away, just out of the blue. And I was like, wow, she's leaving? And we didn't have internet back then, you guys. This is before Google. Remember this. Cell phone? I didn't have a cell phone. I had a house phone. So, packed up shop, left, supposedly went somewhere like Tennessee or somewhere. And I was devastated. I actually mourned her. And then I realized that was my guru. That was my teacher. That was my sensei. That was my mentor. And every day, now, still, like 30 years later, I'm still so grateful for her teaching and her energy. She taught me how to be present, and she taught me how to heal others. and she gave me guidance. I just had to believe in myself, and that's, that could be a lesson for you as well, to believe in yourself enough to do this work, to get out there and help the planet, help each other, volunteer, do something, get online, share your story, share your message. I shared my story vaguely. I didn't say what I was going through because, that's still very personal for me. But, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of heavy, heavy energies. And this Scorpio season ain't got nothing on that shit. Not for me anyway. This Scorpio season, man, though, it did kick my ass here, there, and everywhere. And I'll be very, very happy to enter into Sagittarius season. My daughter's a Sag. My best friend is a Sag. And I'm a Leo. So, I vibrate with those fire signs. And I'm an Aries rising. So, Leo sun, Aries rising, double fire. So, when I get in these water signs, I'm like, but I have Pisces in my chart. I have Pisces South Node. I mean, I'm Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a strange mix. Once again, that birth chart stuff that I used to say, I'll never learn that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah, now I love it. Can't get enough of it. What else? I don't know. So I've pretty much babbled for like 30 minutes. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure if it's going to be tonight, but during the week, Monday through Friday, I am going to get online at 11 a.m. here live on YouTube. And then again at 3, see who signs up. And then 10 o'clock at night. So this is all Eastern Standard Time. But tonight I'm not going to, because we're having family and friends over. And so I won't be able to do that with you tonight. But this will be a Monday through Friday gig. And I mean, I know it's the weekend, it's game day for a lot of people. So probably a lot of people are busy with that. I love football too, so I totally get it. It's fall, and we are having gorgeous weather in the South. So wouldn't blame anybody for being outdoors right now and enjoying some beautiful sunshine. And that is something also that I learned from my mentor. She taught me that your body vibrates to color, light, and sound. It actually resonates to it. It will pick up those energies and it will help you to heal your life. And sunshine is one of the best ways to raise a vibration. You guys get outside. Yeah, barefoot's even better. Now, if you're north of me and you're freezing cold, I get it. Please cover your feet. Nobody needs to get sick. But if you can handle it, get out there, touch the earth, and allow the beautiful sunlight to touch your face, kiss your skin right here. And I'm going to say goodbye for now. And I will see y'all again tomorrow. Well, actually, tomorrow's Sunday, so I will see you guys on Monday, 11 a.m. live, and then again at 3. Don't forget, and I will see you soon.